What is going on, guys? This is All Gaming with my review of Danganronpa Episode 7. And the episode starts off with Yamada's last words, which we all know was Yashihiro. So, of course, people are thinking that it's Yashihiro Hakakuri that has killed those two students. So, of course, they're still looking for him, but nobody can really find him. But then we have Kuguri, and she finally comes back because we all know that basically last episode she kind of like disappeared, but she has found Yashihiro, and he was somehow forced into a locker, and he had that robot suit on. So at first it's not really looking good for him because Yamada said his name, and because he's in that suit, people think it's him. But I noticed that suit is not meant for him at all because he can hardly move, and he's stuck in the suit. So if it was me, well, to me, there's no way it could be him because how can he commit murder if he could hardly move in that suit? So that right there made him innocent in my eyes. But of course, people think it's him because of Yamada's last word. So of course now they have to look for evidence to prove who really did it. If it's not really, Yashiro, which to me it wasn't him from the beginning, like when I saw that there was no way it could be him from the way he was acting in the suit, to me he went down from that murder run level because I did know that he needed the money, but there's no way that he would kill for it. So of course we have Kiguri and Nagi. They're looking for evidence, and they do manage to find some, even though they didn't have as much time as they would like. So soon that trial gets underway, and of course they're blaming Yashihiro for doing it. But what's her name? Celeste, I think that's how you say it. She makes a mistake right away, and Nagi calls her out on it because apparently she found some evidence in her room, which I believe was a blueprint, and I believe it was a toy model of the RoboCop. But then Nagi, he has a note of Yashihiro's handwriting, and he can tell that the blueprint is like in totally different writing. So of course Celeste thinks that he changed up his style of writing, but we all know that there's no way somebody like Yashihiro can be that conniving. So right there, she made so many mistakes, and everybody is just ganging up on Yashihiro, which to me, it definitely was kind of unfair. But I am glad that Nagi and Kuguri were fighting so hard for his innocence, because there's no way that he deserved all that on him. So of course we actually learned that Celeste, she's been lying from to everybody. Basically at this point, she's a big liar, and she actually messes up because at first nobody could tell who it was, but she makes that one mistake, and Nagi picks up, and it seems that Togami as well, he picked up on it because there was something that she said in a previous episode that kind of came back to bite her in this one. So of course from that, Nagi actually calls her out on it, and that right there is what gets her, caught. Because apparently Yamada, for some reason, he was in love with her, even though he said he only liked 2D love, which is why he likes Alter Ego so much. So she actually managed to trick him into killing Ishimaru, which to me, I'm not gonna lie, I was mad. Ishimaru is my favorite character in the series, and the fact that Yamada killed him is kind of crazy because I know that it was a sneak attack, but you mean to tell me that there's no way that Ishimaru cannot defend himself from that? But of course after Yamada killed Ishimaru, Celeste actually kills him. So basically, all these murders, well, those two murders in the episode revolved around these hammers. And of course, Celeste, her actual true personality comes out because when she gets caught or when she gets angry, I guess, she kind of snaps. it's kind of like similar to what's that girl name? The one that becomes an extra of the show. It's kind of similar to that, but at the same time, it's not, because it's not that she becomes a serial killer, but she definitely like loses her composure, and she looks crazy when she gets really angry. So that right there. But then, what kind of funny to me, like it's hilarious how some of these characters like basically become like an alter ego of themselves whenever something happens to them. Because like I believe so far, the only one that had not snapped when they got caught, or whenever they like lose their composure, was Owada. He kind of stays sane even when he got caught. But of course, Celesta, she calms down and she knows that her jig is up and her dream is now fading away, because she want to get out of here and live in this castle where all these boys, serve her. And that right there was her dream, but she knows now it can't happen. And apparently she's a really good liar, and she can even lie to her heart. So that's kind of why she's able to calm down and stay calm even though she's gonna die. And now for her death, which to me, at least from the animation standpoint, it seemed like that fire didn't even get her like a real chance to even burn her yet before Mono Bear brought out the ambulance. Because I know she wanted like a traumatic way out, or basically she wanted her death to become like a martyr. But that couldn't happen because Mono Bear stepped it up and brought out that ambulance and crushed that into her, which we all know killed her instantly. But my thing is, most of these deaths were like slow and painful. You had Leon that got hit by 1,000 baseballs, and then you had Owada that got electrified into butter, and then you have Celesta, or her real name, which is Yashihiro Taeko. I believe that's how you say it, because that's her real name right there. She lied to everybody and gave them all a false name. And so the fact that her death seems so quick, to me that right there was like kind of weird. But I'm just saying that for like an animation standpoint, at least to me. I'm pretty sure that maybe you guys are different, but at least to me, it seemed like that fire didn't even start burning her yet before he brought the ambulance. Like maybe that right there was some kind of punishment, so her death wouldn't it be that groundbreaking? I guess I'm not really sure, but to me it seemed like it was just way too quick. But we do learn that she was the one that had kidnapped Alter Ego, and actually hid him in another locker, which she gave the key to the Kuguri. Because even she said all this time, it was right under their nose, because it was still in the locker room. She put it in a different locker. But the thing is, I'm actually surprised though that nobody checked the other lockers. They just thought it was gone completely. So even though it was still so close to them, she really did outplay them really well. But the thing is, Kuguri was gone because she found this secret room, and when Naki goes to check, he actually gets knocked out. Now I'm not sure if it was that 16th student, but I'm gonna take a guess here and say that it was Togami. Maybe it was that 16th student, but for some reason I'm getting a very strong feeling here that it was Togami that knocked him out, because we all know Togami loves books and he loves snooping around. Because I think that his family is like a bunch of detectives or something. I'm not really sure, but I think maybe it was him that did it and took it off for himself so he could possibly find a way out of there and get all the credit to become famous. But when Nagi actually gets up and he's walking around, he actually sees Sakura and Mono Bear like looking at each other, and each one of their eyes are glowing. Now to me that right there was definitely weird, because I'm hoping that Sakura is not some double agent, but then again, she has been, that low. She have keeping like a very low profile. I mean, yeah, she been seeing certain things, but she has not had her moment to shine just yet. And I think doing those trials as well, she's really quiet or doesn't say much at all. So it would make sense if it was her because at least like during the trials, everybody talks and have their input. Like even the other girl, Aoi, I do believe that even she had like input some like sometime, but Sakura had been really quiet. So if she is a double agent, then it make perfect sense. But I can't wait to see where that goes. But that right there was my review. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Like always, this episode, it was good. Now, Celeste's death, to me, it was still a little fishy, but overall, it was a very good episode. But as always, guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And until next time, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you all next time.